Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. True That is back with your host Dee
and Kiaya.
Yay! We're bringing the truth to you. We're bringing Christian news and Dee Kiaya's playlist.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay! Okay, we've got a story here. It's about a pupil who is sent home over our Afro hairstyle and wins £8,500 payout in race discrimination case.
So they paid him outside the court, so not from the courts. So
Yeah.
they chose to go, yeah, that's a low ball. He should have kept on suing she should have, because they showed pictures of her in year 7 where she had straight hair, but obviously it was relaxed, and now she has an afro, and that's what they're suing for. They were saying that the reason why she couldn't have her natural afro is because other kids sitting behind her wouldn't be able to see the board, which I think is so stupid.
Got sent home repeatedly over this hairstyle.
And it's just a pineapple, exactly. Just a man. I'm not even threatening, man. I don't know. It's so stupid that
the girl felt humiliated and stressed over the whole ordeal.
Would you not? If they're telling you identity, your natural hair, go back and relax your hair. What place would you tell a kid to go, you have to go do this, you have to go do that? You're getting out of hand now. It's getting out of hand.
It's just stupid. I don't know, that's just like, I don't know. But I don't know.
But you don't know. That's her afro, it's just in a puff. Just had her hair in a puff.
Well, that's good that they actually won the case though, but I don't know.
They didn't win it. They decided to settle for the £8,000 outside of court, so...
They still have to pay though, the school, isn't it?
Yeah, but only £8,000.
Mate, that's still money. They still have to pay for it.
They should have.
Oh my God.
They should really, I don't know.
Mate, I don't know, the whole thing, because they had another story like this with Ellen, and I'm thinking, is this going to start a trend of everyone being
until no one else keeps doing this. The school shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. Like they really don't have, they have a lack of representation for other people, do you know what I mean? They only live life through how they think. And I think when it comes to especially people with our hair and our skin, do you know what I mean? You can't be telling us, oh, do this with your hair, go relax your hair, go straighten your hair.
That is silly, but then soon it's going to be like, it might be other things like petty things that aren't the same level as racism.
No, I think just keep writing.
Everyone jumps on the racism wagon.
But it is.
They want.
It is.
And what else? I got another story here. Birmingham dad who opposed LGBT lessons faces jail. A Birmingham dad who refused to submit to a school's controversial and insensitive sexual equality policy is facing jail over his non-compliance.
How is he facing jail?
I don't know. So Birmingham's obviously gone mad. So Jabbar Hussain, 51, refused to let his son attend school because of a protracted dispute at Parkfield Community School in Allen Rock, Birmingham, over compulsory lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender LGBT lessons. Hussein, like many other Muslim parents, refused to allow his child to attend the lesson on religious grounds. So I think that's fair enough. So are you undermining his religion? I don't really get why he's not. I don't understand it.
I don't understand why he's been arrested for missing one day. Surely you can't face prison sentence for missing one day.
I don't think your kids should have to learn about those sort of things. They can find it out themselves in their own time. I don't think, if they feel that way, they can find it out themselves. I feel like anyone trying to teach that is messed up. Whatever teachers trying to teach my child will show them porn like that. No, that's messed up. You don't try to take over people's parenting rights.
That's the thing I have an issue with, is that they're taking away from the parents' right. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's getting out of control how people are going about with especially children's rights. Like in 10 years' time, we're not even going to be allowed to name our kids what we want to call them. The government will telling us, oh, your kid's now called Susie. I don't want a Susie. I want a Kiwi.
It's just stupid. And I was saying, I can't remember how far back, but I was saying like about, 36% of children that are trafficked are boys, and sexualizing children is like, come on, you're opening up to get trafficked basically. Like, why do they need to know? Like, need to be like, I'm gay, or I'm a transgender, or I'm this. Like, that's sexualizing a child. I don't think that's right at all. I think it's so bizarre that this is even like, that he done time for this. It's just stupid, yeah. People need to keep standing up. The only thing I've noticed about this, though, is always Muslim people that are standing up against this. Where are the Christian people? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you so silent?
It's somewhere else.
Where are you? Like, you're just allowing this to happen. Like, I don't understand.
Donating to their
Do only
churches.
Muslim people care about their kids? Like, what is going on?
No, but obviously in this area, it's probably more. They've got more Muslims in this type of area. There's a Christianity. I feel like a fast word to spread around.
I feel like the whole progressive thing's gone too far. If you're pushing this on kids that are too young. I think it's weird. I think people have a right to teach their kids what they want, not the government. It's just bizarre. Okay, next story. What have you got for us, Gaia? That's just like, oh my gosh.
So, up we've got here. Well. Philip Schofield had no choice but to come out as gay to the world. He was having an affair with a studio runner on This Morning set, named Matthew, who's allegedly. So the relationship is allegedly to have lasted for at least 6 years, and the guy threatened to go public. So when everyone was saying, "Oh, this guy's so brave for coming forward after 27 years of marriage," but now you find out for 6 years of it, he was in a secret relationship, and the reason why he only came forward is because he was gonna air him out.
Well, I mean, who is it?
You know that presenter from Philip Schofield, from This Morning with Holly and...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he came out as gay the other day.
Mate, I feel like it's just a freaking... Everything's just a show. Like, why is everyone just coming out and being like, I'm a freaking...
Because it was being blackmailed, basically.
So someone else got blackmailed, some transgender tutorial person.
Yeah, makeup.
And I'm just like, how have you got a man telling us how to do makeup? They're taking all the female jobs, took our jobs. They took our jobs. Where's the feminists?
I didn't like the whole story. I just feel just really sad for the wife, because.
Wait, he was in a relationship with a woman.
He was married
and
for 27 years. So, yeah, he's still married. So they don't plan to divorce.
Yeah, I hate people that do that or hearing stories about that, because it's like, does that woman have no life other than to be like this? Like, burden in your life, like everything revolves around you. Oh, now after 50 years I'm gonna act on what I've been feeling inside, or my feelings. It's like, what, does no one else matter in your world?
No, I don't know, man.
This is crazy. Did she not have a life of her own, or wanted someone that actually loved her?
It's just sad.
It is sad, mate. I'm getting so annoyed with this. Where's my water too?
Also, here we go. Love Island Connor told his ex, "You dating black boys makes me feel sick. Such a put off for me, like for you liking black boys, and you've been a slut and it's rank." So, Connor, the one that the teeth guy, the horse guy.
Yeah.
How he's dating Sophie still, and she's mixed race. Do you not feel like that's a off put if you find out that your boyfriend has these actual thoughts and feelings on the inside, because that he's hating your
your
race?
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like he's got to answer for that. Like, she needs to speak to him about that. It's up to her whether she's gonna understand that or forgive him or whatever the situation is. But I think it's very hypocritical to be like that to your ex and then be chasing after a black chick.
I don't believe. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure. I don't know. It's kind of believable. Because I don't know, is he from up north or something?
Yeah.
It's kind
automatically.
Because what was said, it wasn't crazy, you dated the N-word. It was kind of oh, you've been with a black guy, that's gross.
Yeah. Do you not feel like that makes him his own insecurities?
The fact that that's
way.
what I think it is.
Teeny tiny,
Yeah. He's obviously got insecurities there. Did she cheat as well, or was it
I don't know. I think they've broken up, and then he found out that she'd had a relationship with a black boy in the past, and so he was saying that's such an off-put and that's rank and things like that. Just the whole.
Either way, man. So if you can get a guy with his own teeth, lads.
I know, with his own teeth. I love that.
I hate the veneers thing. I know it's on trend.
Same.
And a lot of people are doing it, but it just reminds me of the Bee Gees or something. It's just creepy. No. Even when I look at the pictures of him before, I was like, why didn't you just keep it? He had a little tiny gap, and it's it wasn't that bad.
What's wrong with the gap, anyways?
There was nothing wrong with his teeth. He just went overboard with the.
Did no one watch Stepford Housewives? Where everyone had to be perfect and the same the same and stuff like that.
I watched Stepford.
Why would you want to live that life? Why would you not want to embrace all your
flaws?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Some might even say they're flaws. Some might say they're what's a positive word? They're treasures. Yeah.
or what was it? You were made in the image of God. So it's like, wow, we are amazing. We all are unique. So you should just take that on and not be like, I need to look like, I don't know, what I've seen in the media or whatever, or the Kardashians, or and, you know, butt job and all this.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? Sometimes some people look so similar with all the surgeries and stuff. It's like, what is the actual end goal here? Like, what are we trying to look like? Right, I don't get it. Do you know? Oh yeah, I got another story actually. What is it? Edinburgh cancels Christian conference over pastor's view on LGBTQ relationships. The city of Edinburgh cancelled a Christian conference after complaints that Larry Stockstill, a preacher from Louisiana, would be the keynote speaker. Edinburgh received complaints about Stockstill, who has described same-sex relationships as offensive, repulsive, and deeply grievous. Stockstill preaches at Bethany Church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Man, these Scots are going crazy, man. Like,
what do you think? He's in the wrong, or do
No,
you
I'm
think
talking
they're
about
in the
the
wrong
Scottish
for like being
people,
like he
yeah.
can't be the keynote speaker?
I don't understand. What's the issue?
I don't know, because it's like, I think there's too many of these people that have like kind of conformed to society in the church now, so they're kind of pushing their opinion in the church instead of actually following the gospel, the Bible. And because I don't know what's wrong with him saying that's wrong. Deeply grievous as well. I don't know. It's kind of like stressful because it feels like you can't fully believe what you want to believe, but people can believe what they want to believe.
So you're allowed to have like race rally, like kind of things and all this other stuff with the BNP and do you know what I mean? But if you have like a little get together to talk about Christianity, you have to cancel it.
Yeah.
What was he talking about in his sermons to try and make them, do you know, like...
He described same-sex relationships as offensive, repulsive, and deeply grievous.
So...
In 2018, the Church of Scotland banned Destiny Ministries from using its buildings because of the group's fundamentalist doctrines. So they're following the Bible. The Bible says it's an abomination. So I don't really know what's wrong with like them having their beliefs and people that believe that they think the same sex can be together and have their thing that they believe. It's different. I don't really get. I don't know. It's just a bit. You're not allowed to have any safe spaces for Christians, I guess.
I don't know, man.
It was like, seems a bit over the top. Like, why can't he speak at this place? I don't know. I guess they're making an example of him, kind of thing, because the fact that it's made headlines.
There must have been a big petition.
But it means like, what's going on in Edinburgh, man? Like, you're not following the gospel. Like, where's your churches like this? He was like, you're not allowed to say that. Yeah. What's going on? Okay, we've got another. It's kind of disappointing actually. I'm just like, why is this like this? That's not the only story I've heard. There's quite a few, and I'm like, so what? Like Muslims believe that too. Like I don't see anyone trying to push up their beliefs in there and say you can't believe that. It's like, what? Because I've never seen anyone push up in Buddhism and be like, nah, you have to like enlighten yourself, and when you enlighten yourself, you turn into a whatever you want to be or something. You know what I mean? Like what? Oh my days. Oh yeah, I've got a more positive story here. 150,000 young people set to hear the gospel as mission charity begins new UK school tours. Whoa, young people. A Christian youth charity, the Message Trust, says it will take the good news of Jesus to 150,000 young people through its schools work this year. Whoa, you excited young people, you young people listening, yeah? Yeah, go there, yeah. It was like, I was so enthusiastic. It was like, it was a long journey here, okay?
We made it.
We made it, yay! Oh yeah, what stories have you got for us, Gaia?
More after the break.
No, don't try. More after I'm doing. Okay. What else have I got here? This is a sad one. Christian persecutions overseas is set to become UK's priority. We've also got in Nigeria, Christians marched on Sunday to protest persecution. So we've got worldwide persecutions of Christians going on, and it's not getting much coverage. So I thought.
Well, people are focusing on this whole.
The UK is now, but it's been going on in China and quite a few places for a while. So
yeah, but China, China. Everyone's just been standing on the fact that you can't really hear anything about, like, do you know what I mean? What's actually going on in there?
Yeah, but while they're getting persecuted worldwide, we're mentally getting persecuted.
True.
Because you got Edinburgh, you can't even have a speaker talk about the gospel, the truth of the gospel. You have to be like, oh no, actually, whatever you guys like to hear, I'll say that and tickle your ears or whatever. Just like, okay, I'll cater to everyone's individual beliefs on this.
And they did.
Yeah. It's just like, next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh yeah, self-touching classes, yeah, sounds good for
they
kids.
already have. We remember
Yeah, but the Christians aren't supposed to be agreeing with that.
True.
Oh yeah, you wanted to go to the break, so we'll cut to the break. We're going to play some music. I'm going to start off with Stephen Malcolm, Not To Us, Good Love. It's a really good song, you'll love it. And we'll be back right after the break. Woo! Welcome back to True That. Praise the Lord. We are back. Yes. Yeah. We are bringing the truth to you. Christian news, and DDKIS playlist.
What?
And this is I guess she was waiting for that cue. Hey, line. Sorry. Before I mix it up this time, you know. Anyway, oh yeah, I've got some news about, oh my days. Someone with weird hair, Trump.
You're gonna talk about me, I was about to say, don't speak about me.
What's it, in America, we don't punish prayer. Trump defends religious liberty in State of Union speech. Now, in this speech, Nancy Pelosi rips up Donald Trump's State of Union speech right behind. And I'm just watching this thinking, this looks like a freaking stage show. Like, what is this? Like,
oh,
I'm angry. You know, like when you watch a pantomime, that's actually what was going on. I was like,
yeah, but I loved it. I thought it was empowering. Like, no one else has ever done that to a president before. Do you know what I mean?
Am I the only one that's not like, I don't trust Trump?
Precisely, she ripped up his thing. She was sending shots to Trump.
I don't know. It just looks so staged.
She was sending shots for him. Like, she can't say anything, so she ripped up his, thing.
But do you believe in that Trump and Kanye are really like, whoa, we're Christians?
No.
There's some sort of like, I don't know.
Kanye used to be. Now Kanye, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. How can you act like I've just converted now when you were at the start? Like, what were you singing? Oh, Jesus Walks and all that. Oh, now it's just sudden revelation. It's come back to me. Well, that's how you started your career. I don't really understand that.
It's just, I don't know.
It's like, okay, everyone's jumping on the Christian wagon right now.
Religion was
when there's a huge awakening.
He was quite religious before that was a thing, but then obviously his mum died, and then he nearly died too.
Who? Oh, Kanye.
Yeah, and that's why you had the guy recreate the 16th chapel, the Michelangelo painting, but with like a black man instead in the middle.
But I feel like too many Christians are putting their faith in these influencers. Like, Trump is already known as a reality TV star, and he's good at playing with the audience, and same with Kanye, the influencers. So I feel like people are putting too much faith in that. Now everyone's in the box. Anyone that's Christian in America in that box of like being a Trump supporter.
Wasn't he at a WWE wrestling match once?
Yeah, it's like he's good at what he does. It's like he's actually funny. Like, he was more funny when he was a reality star.
Like,
he was
back then, and then you actually start hearing the crap coming out.
Then he just became like this like crazy guy, and then now he's saying he's a Christian as well to make all Christians look like nut jobs. Oh yeah, and also just to go with his crazy influence, Etsy is flooded with impeachment merchandise to go with that performance that they had of whipping. Like, what was that about? Like, this whole impeachment thing went on for, is it years or months? I don't know, ages.
Ages.
Just for her to be like, I lost. It's like, if you had, oh my days.
Tough.
And we don't need Trump to tell us that we're allowed to pray, okay?
Facts, we don't. We don't need you on our team, okay?
Yeah, exactly. We got this. It's so true.
Oh my god. It's like, you know, when you have you're having a baseball match and you got that one person that's forced to be on your team and you know that they're gonna lose the whole match for you.
Have you seen that meme, that video clip of 40-year-old virgin where it's got like Kevin Hart and then it's like America's the 40-year-old virgin guy and then that's Christians, then Trump's the other guy. It's like, we're gonna catch you up. We're like, oh, we don't know him. We don't know him.
Oh my gosh.
So don't be associated with Christians.
Every time you tweet, you're like, no, I'm in England. No,
Oh yeah, good thing.
Ain't our president.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you have any other stories for us, Kaya?
Alright, so Nicki Minaj speaks on backlash from Rosa Parks' lyric. I
heard about this.
Had everyone mad, don't care. So she was like, in the lyric, she's like, all you B words, Rosa Parks, get your ass up. And the thing is, with the song, it dropped literally the day before her birthday, you know, Rosa Parks' birthday. Do you think this is disrespectful?
So why is she attention seeking?
Why else? Because she's known as being messy now in this industry, so now she's trying to, do you know what I mean? But
it doesn't even make sense.
It's just fire.
It's just like just bringing her up for no reason.
I really dislike her. I don't normally believe in the Illuminati, yeah, but I can believe it with her.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. She's definitely weird because she said she's got a little what do you call it, person in her called Roman.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, oh my days, someone send this girl back to hell, please.
Roman, stop it. And you're like, oh my god.
It's the same girl singing about Rosa Parks who's defending her. Was it her brother who raped a child? Yeah, I'm sorry.
She was going on about alleged. She's like, excuse me, like it wasn't alleged. Like
I'm just like, why is anyone surprised this is what she's doing next? Like just attention seeking.
Nah, I just dislike. Also, do you want to talk about? Oh yeah, Chinese doctor who tried to warn of the outbreak from the coronavirus has now sadly passed away from it. Do you think that this is just a massive cover up because he whistle-blew in the country?
He whistle-blowed in December. He said on the vlog.
A week or 2 weeks before it was officially confirmed.
Exactly. And then the police or whatever came to his house, made him sign a contract because he was what does he call it? Making a disturbance in social whatever, some rubbish. He's making a disturbance in public or something like that. So they made him sign some form. And then like now all of a sudden in January he gets it and then he gets told what it is too and he's like, finally I've been diagnosed. And it's like, he knew about this ages ago but you told him to be quiet because he's disturbing the peace or something.
I think it's because he gave us a head start. I think they would have liked to not have been embarrassed because you know how they got like that the shame thing, isn't it? So I think shame did play a huge part into them not exposing the real numbers, maybe. Hopefully, otherwise there's something really sinister going on. Because I watch shows.
Definitely something sinister.
Like if you watch like the show called, I don't know what it's called, but in it like all the countries like Russia, China, England, USA were all like having like wars with each other, but through using like zombies and things like that.
Oh, don't say that.
I know, like biological weapons and stuff like that. And I don't want to. No.
I'm not made for that.
No. Give me a pew pew pew. No, I can't.
I'm not made for that life, man.
Man, I'm a conscience. What's the word? Conscientious speaker, observer. I don't believe in war.
I believe in love, not war. But that whole thing, I don't know. I feel like if their government is that corrupt that they're going to hold back information from the public like that, imagine when our government gets like that, because they're telling you what your religion should believe.
They still haven't closed off the flights. They're still accepting flights from these countries. And I think, you know what, since we are doing this Brexit thing, then let's do this Brexit thing. Now we've got control of our borders. Sorry, you can't leave right now. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, what's next, man? And they've let it spread as well. So
besides, there's people in London, and that's all I cared about. I don't care. Like, so much of this, Newcastle and stuff like that, because that's quite far. But London, you're having a bubble. What a kerfuffle. No.
What's it? British tourists, they're supposed to be coming back. People can't go out to China. I've got a delivery coming from China. There's a lot of things happening, I'm just going to leave the box outside for a while. Hopefully I'll be alright. It's like, oh yeah, and supposedly, there's been disinformation online about, drinking bleach. And that's the cure to coronavirus.
No, it's not. Don't drink bleach, kids.
Yeah, let me just tell you guys watching, don't drink bleach.
Yeah.
Don't. You'll die.
I put it on my skin once, to try and give myself a chemical peel, and it just gave me chemical burn. So
yeah, let's repeat. Don't drink bleach.
No.
I know it's tempting, bleach by your toilet,
right.
It's the cure. It's like, no, it's not the cure. Mate, oh my days, this is just crazy. I can't believe anyone would even consider doing that. I feel like as a Christian, we have some assurance though, because of salvation and the hope of eternity. So I hope everyone gets good with God, because there's no cure for this coronavirus, and bleach ain't gonna work. So don't drink the bleach.
If you get it and you survive, can you get it again, or?
I think they're saying that it might be a mutated thing.
Yes,
with
they're saying it might cold.
No, they're saying it might have been man-made because it's got hints of AIDS or something like that, and the cure for AIDS, some of the medication can help with it or something like that. So people are thinking it's coronavirus did exist before, but they're saying it's been mixed, or it might be man-made. But they're saying that they all the United Nations and stuff like that have been discussing about it, and they don't want people to talk about it online or what their theories are. When even the mainstream news, they got theories about what it could be.
They're allowed to tell us. No, we have to listen to the mainstream news because that's propaganda. That's what's scaremongering us to make these decisions.
They seem more concerned about social media than actually stopping the
people from coming in.
You know what I mean? Stop the virus.
Don't talk
about people talking about it. Is that gonna stop it spreading?
Sitting there chatting about how it's the Chinese that are doing it when you're doing the exact same thing, hypocrites.
Mate, don't get me angry, yeah. And don't drink bleach. That's what we're ending it on. Oh yeah, and what other stories you got for us, Gaia?
So Storm Sierra lashes UK with 90 miles per hour gale force winds. I'm scared. If you've heard outside or if you've seen outside, it's hectic, okay? Nearly lost my ponytail today.
Yeah, I saw it. Look like Hawk in this. Who's new?
Yeah.
Or what do you call it? Candy floss. Anyway, I'm going overboard. Man, Antarctica registers hottest temperature ever at nearly 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, come take our coldness.
Wait! The penguins must not be loving that.
Maybe they're enjoying the holiday. Maybe they've just been stuck there for ages. Mate, we've been trying to get to sand.
If I hear global warming one more time though, because why are you kidding me? You got freaking, biblical plagues, locust outbreak in Yemen, and it's heading worldwide, and bats outbreak, and dead birds everywhere.
I don't want bats anywhere near me. They're the ones carrying these infections.
If I see Greta Thunberg showing up and
riding in on a badger,
I was no. What is it? It's at least give me a good thing. What are you guys talking about right now? I'm willing to believe anything, but if you say that one more time and Greta Thunberg's the spokesperson, I can't. Anyway.
Did you see that post the other day about how they had all these kids that were making a difference to climate change and all these other things?
Who? What other kids?
Apparently these other girls and stuff. And
where do you get this petition or whatever? Where do you sign up as a kid to join the United Nations?
I don't know. Maybe next to Disney.
I don't know. Yeah, Disney. Oh my days. That's messed up.
These backwards.
It's like, have you seen Mickey Mouse in South Park? Like, he's crazy.
What he does for Jonas Brothers ain't right. Like.
Yeah. Facts. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I've got another story. Oh, the Supreme Court gives police a green light to shoot first and think later.
What?
The Supreme Court just ruled that a police officer could not be sued for gunning down Amy Hughes. This has vast implications for law enforcement's accountability. The details of the case are as damning as the decision.
Mate, that's...
Shoot first, think later. What?
That's the stupidest.
So shoot up a shop, shoot up a school, shoot up anywhere and be like, I didn't think till after I did it. And then they'll be like, that's fine in court.
We just need Sweden just to come over here, or Switzerland just to come over here and show them how to, because they never, like, they rarely get any incidences like we do over, like they do over here. But the idea that, oh no, from now on, shoot first then think. So what, now you see a kid, now you see your ex-wife like with some man and you're just like, oh, I was just thinking, but get out of here.
What, how many psychopaths are going to be signing
That's
up?
what I mean.
You got a license to kill basically, because you can go in court and be like, we've been told we're allowed to think after we shot people.
You don't even need to be police. You just have to claim that you were scared of a little black kid. Look at George Zimmerman.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? The guy who was doing like duck and rolls and then like shot a kid.
Yeah, and then the kid only had Skittles on him, and now he's suing the family for slander.
Like I said, psychopaths are going to sign up to be like licensed to kill, basically. And they're going to kill loads of people. So America, watch
just
out.
wait. Well, there was that cartoon that said as soon as you become, if you're a billionaire, you're allowed to kill. They just passed a law, and watch when it happens.
People just, this crazy if you're allowing this, man. I can't believe this.
Ridiculous.
Mate, I'm just angry, you know? You're really just angry. Like, it just gets so stupid sometimes, especially when you hear these things with the police. It's just like, you're just asking for this now. Like, really, you're going to let them allow your police to shoot first, think later?
Think later.
Now, that's a bit, like, that's too much.
Now they really are trying to work on population control there, like.
Mate, that's too much. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I've got another story here. Wales to ban parents smacking their children from 2022. So I'm like, I can't beat my kid. Like, no, that's out of Wales, no.
What's the point of having a kid then? Like,
your kid's just like, shut your mouth. He's like, what? It's like,
I'll call child down on you. No.
They can only do this in here. They ain't doing it in Jamaica, I'm guessing. Cause,
obviously.
They ain't gonna fly. Because like in Wales, okay, who's smacking kid? I mean, obviously don't beat up your kid, but smack, like, not, you could do a little like one that looks hard and be like, and the kid would be like, and you go tell me I can't do that neither.
No, I can't smack your kid.
You can't smack your kid, okay, that's bad. What other stories you got for us, Claire?
Bride-to-be sparks outrage after giving her bridesmaid a list of duties, including putting their money together to get her a shared present. What do you think of these bridezillas? Like, these women that just they go crazy, like...
It's just not what it's meant to be about. Like, where in the Bible does it say you need a huge ceremony and splash the cash?
Precisely.
And you need everyone to look at you in a big dress. Some of these things are pagan as well. Like, I think Muslims, they don't even have wedding rings. They do bracelets, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that. So, like, they obviously know already, like, it's not right.
That or the men were smart, like.
a lot of these things these places do are pagan practices, like, pretty, we've been infiltrated, man. Pretty sad.
I think it's ridiculous. Like, they're not choosing to marry you. You pay for their things, man. Like, about get together and get me a joint present. How much is the present costing that we're having to put our monies together to get? Do you know what I mean?
It's too much. Like, I get getting like a gift if they're moving in together, like a housewarming.
Housewarming.
Yeah. Or something to start their future together.
Or a little wedding gift, but not group together, you girls, and get me something huge. Like,
yeah, it's just, it gets a bit like trying to show off kind of thing.
It loses meaning if you're just there telling people. I just don't think that, do you know what I mean? It's not coming from the kindness of the heart.
Yeah, it's not coming from the heart. You're supposed to make a promise to each other and to God. This is an agreement to God. To if you decide to not stay loyal, then you know you have to answer to God and to your wife. You know what I mean? you got two people.
And to your wife. With his hands, catch his hands fast there.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It takes the beauty out of it. Especially when I've seen like such stupid shows as well. What was it? Tissue paper, brides dresses or whatever. Competition is so. I was like, is this real life?
90 Day Fiance.
No, it was the same channel. I think it was TLC as well.
Oh, like the bride where they go to find my dress, say yes to the dress and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they like get dresses made out of tissue paper. And I'm like, are you serious?
Right,
it's a competition. Who makes the best bride's dress out of tissue paper? It's real. I swear it's real.
You're just trying to get ideas to your dress. Like,
it's real.
It works.
I've seen it with my own eyes. One time, I'm sure that's what was going on there in that advert.
It was an advert.
I'm sure that's what was going on. What other stories have I got here? Why is freaking Theo? Okay, so BJ, you know, our Prime Minister.
Yay! Finally!
BJ, our Prime Minister, insists for first deportation of Caribbean nationals since Windrush scandal must go ahead. So he wants to send all them Caribbeans back, you know, where they came from.
All the people that have lived here for pretty much all their lives. They haven't been forced to go back. I think it's the most
Boris
disgusting.
Johnson has vowed that the deportation of dozens of Caribbean nationals will go ahead amid evidence. A claim that they are all serious criminals is untrue.
So the fact that we've got terrorists, bearing in mind some of these terrorists have come to this country, do you know what I mean? They're not being deported, but they're being watched by the do you know what I mean? Yet we've got law-abiding people that have lived here for since they were like kids. And because the documentation they couldn't get the documentation through, now we're gonna ship them off. Those guys, those hard workers have worked their whole lives here now, put things into your country. Now we're just gonna get rid of them. I feel like he knows that they're gonna get. Maybe they've got retirement funds, things like that.
They want a riot. They want a race war. They want everyone to go crazy.
Because I don't understand. They never send back all these people.
Jamaicans are chilled. So.
Right. Oh yeah, but like this.
Going back to Jamaica is not that much of a bad thing.
Yeah, but some people have got their families here. Do you know what I mean? They've started up whole families. All their kids are going to be here. Their grandkids. Can you imagine not being able to stalk your kids all the time? That would prick. Okay, yeah. I'm just talking if I was in their shoes, because
I need to tell them off. No, even my grandma, like, she came as a child, and like they were told that like England was gonna be some great place, and it's gonna be, and you're gonna help them, like rebuild themselves after the war and all this. And like most of the females were nurses, and they came over, and the men helped rebuild the houses and the buildings. And my granny even said when she thought England was going to be so amazing, she couldn't wait to try apples. Now she's like got to England, she's like, apples are dry, the buildings were grey and dull. It was like they tricked us, it's cold. It was like, it's bad enough you tricked the black people here. Now you got the.
Now they're sending us back. Like, reach the benefits as usual.
It's just like, is it a joke? Is it a joke?
Apparently.
Yeah, it must be.
It's just sad.
It's pretty pathetic that you could like treat people that helped you out like that, like, and just send them back like that. That's pretty disgraceful. But you know, that's what you expect from a giant BJ. Just like you got BJ in England and Trump.
And Trump, yeah.
Like
you're on a roll today, aren't you? Like?
I don't know what that was. Victory cookie. Okay, that's it. We're going on break. I'm done. We are done. Okay, we'll be back after this. We're going to play some more music and then we'll be back. Praise the Lord, we are back. That was quick. I hope you liked those tunes that we played.
They were banging.
Yeah, we played some Lecrae. I don't know what's Lecrae. I thought you were doing a dance. And yeah, what news are we talking about now? So, have you heard about the Gayle King situation with Snoop Dogg? Now, some of you might have seen the videos about Snoop Dogg and him cussing out Gayle King because when she was interviewing Kobe Bryant's wife. She was
No, it wasn't the wife.
Who was it?
I think it's one of the famous female basketball players. And then she asked her for her opinion on what she thinks her opinion is on Kobe.
And the rape case.
But the thing is, I only feel like they only asked her because she was a woman. Like they didn't ask LeBron James or anyone else about these kind of things. Do you know what I mean? They purely only asked her, and I feel like that's a.
Well, people weren't on Epstein's case. No one's followed up about the Prince Andrew guy.
Precisely. Like, that's one thing that everyone's trying to get out on Snoop Dogg is that why are you coming for all the black people and not onto the white people? Because these black people are your friends. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, she did stick up for herself. Like, she did say, like, how come you didn't ask him these questions when he was alive?
Yeah.
So, like, she wasn't taking it. But at the same time, I feel like Snoop Dogg went a bit. Now we know who Snoop Dogg really is. About he's going to come for her and he's going to kill her. I was like, what? Man.
I didn't hear about that bit. Wait, what?
He said he gonna get some people to get her. Like he's threatening her. Like even the manager of Fox was like, you shouldn't have been saying that.
See, I used to, this goes down to idolizing as well right now, doesn't it? But I used to be a big fan of like Snoop Dogg.
Same.
But when you actually think about it, the way he cheats on his wife,
He's like Soulja Boy. He's a grown-up Soulja Boy.
No, because Soulja Boy's bad. Do you know what I mean? At least Snoop Dogg has his positive.
I'm not sure. I think Snoop Dogg, along with Jay-Z, made some questionable music at the start, and we shouldn't really be trusting these people. Like, to tell you the truth, I think this was a bit of his true colours coming out. Like, I know Harvey Weinstein was bad and stuff, but Snoop Dogg did not need to make a video threatening Gayle King. I think the woman stood up for herself. Like, there was no need.
I think he's just fed up of how many stories are coming forward about black men, and people need to be focusing on both.
Prince Andrew. I'm still waiting for that to come back. I'm still hearing about Harry and Meghan. I really couldn't care less.
But all bad anyways. But speaking of like bad men like that, Azaria Clary, one of R. Kelly's girlfriends, she tweets, "What if I had a video of Robert coercing me on what to say and how to say it? I wonder if the hate will stop them." So now she's come forward. How she just did a sit-down interview with the other one. And they're like, no, these are all lies, blah, 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 blah. Now she's stepping forward and saying it's the truth, that she had a big fight with the other one as well because, it's just it's a mess. You just don't know what's what, and that's what's so sad. But if the girls really did go through what they went through, it's like, how can we keep backing? Do you know what I mean? He may be like a legend and blah, 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 but he chose to disgrace himself in that sense, do you know what I mean? He's chosen to do those evil acts. Well, if it has, then...
Man, there's too many of these things coming to light. Like, it's pretty bad. And like, actually, I didn't even have this one, but didn't Johnny Depp say that his woman, like, abused him?
Yeah, no, we found they released the tape. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, last week they released the tape of their marriage counselling. And inside the marriage counselling, obviously, they both allowed the marriage counsellor to record the conversations. In the conversations, she admits to hitting him, throwing frying pans at him and calling him a pussy for crying about it. So...
He sure can pick him. So he left his wife, mother of his children, for that.
Yeah. Wow. And now he's single again, and that's probably why he looks so dishevelled, because I think...
What's that saying? You reap what you sow?
True. Grass ain't always green now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've got a younger model. Oh, she's beating me up now. That's what you get. Don't eat the mother of your children.
It's like when they change the recipe for your favourite food and you think, more for my money. Not the same. You have all these fake preservatives.
But I don't trust Johnny Depp anyway, because he was involved in the Memphis 6 thing, that story. Was it Memphis 6? Some weird story. You have to look into it. It's messed up.
I'm glad to look into this because what?
Messed up. Even though, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's messed up. But anyway, I've got another story here. The killing of goats and sheep for meat using gas chambers. Now, there's this video that's surfaced where this guy is like beating up these goats and sheep and then like torturing them just before killing them. You can hear them.
Why?
I don't know. And then they put them in this gas chamber and kill them. And yeah.
And then we eat it.
Yeah. It's pretty horrible. I don't even want to look at the pictures. That's why I haven't read it fully, because I just don't even want to look at the pictures.
I really do wonder about the food that we've been eating, because obviously the scandal that happened 20 years ago, mad cow disease and all that. Now we're not even allowed to give blood or give organs in other countries, so might need to look into that one. But the whole thing is just, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's better if you were hunting your own food than relying on these sources.
True, but you
and
don't even
there'd be more
you can't
jobs.
trust it. True.
If you have more farms and organic. I don't like all the way they've made the world. Like, it's not should be like this.
I don't think we have enough space to accumulate our island. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, because even overpopulation could be made up.
There's a lot of people.
There is, but we don't know the actual count because we're losing a lot of people too.
Not as many as we're gaining.
How do you know everyone's supporting and not like having kids now? You've got medication to not have kids.
Have you not seen these shows with the John and Kate plus 8 and all this like all
Who's
these
that?
shows of like 10 kids and counting and
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's different views on that if it's overpopulated.
crazy.
Oh yeah, and this has gone wrong. So feminism gone wrong. DC's Bird of Prey hates men but wants their money. No wonder it's bombing at the box office. So they're not making any money basically. It looked like it was going to be a fail.
I thought it was gonna be like women empowerment and stuff like that.
Mate.
Like Ocean's 11, the female version.
I don't like this girl anyway. Like even when I was watching it, I was more intrigued about the Joker guy than her, and the Joker just died. Like didn't even get much of a storyline. It was just like I met her.
Everyone
She
she
got
me
to
after
live,
Christian
I
Bale, like it wasn't going. Was it not Christian Bale? What's his name? The Joker. What's his name? Not Christian Bale. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah.
Yeah, everyone just knows that it's just never gonna be. It's not gonna compare.
It wasn't as good. Both of them were just not.
I liked
She didn't need a
Suicide
spin-off.
Squad. To be
Like, she
fair,
didn't need it.
like
Did you watch it?
what Suicide Squad? Not.
Oh no, but
I haven't seen Birds of Prey. I wanted to. I've listened to one of the songs from the soundtrack. Features my girl Cuban Doll. Good song, but
I can't remember. Who's
Cuban
that main
Doll,
guy?
Sweetie?
Who's that main guy in Terminator?
What Arnold Squash?
No, the one that they have to save, JC or something like that.
Boy.
Well, whatever. They done a feminist version of that, the latest one, where they just killed off the main boy that they've been saving the last 3 movies and made it that his mother survived and his grandmother are going to work with the Terminator that killed their son to go defeat the other Terminator. It was so dumb, like I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't like these.
This is like, why even bother? Just stop ruining it. Just leave it alone.
I know. It's like, make sure
stop.
it's dead. Like,
You know what I mean? Like you just killed it, and it was just like, what was the point of the build-up of saving that boy this whole time for the last 3 Terminators to just kill him off, like so you can make it like a female empowerment movie. It's just like why? And if you want female empowerment, I'm not even gonna go in.
Watch
I'm not even
Powerpuff
going.
Girls, actually, no.
I'm not even gonna go in. I'm not even. No, I'm not going in.
She didn't go in.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, I'm backing off. So I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, females don't even have much roles going on right now. And then you think, yeah, they're going to do some good film, but they decide to just always take over what the men's show. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, I've got another story here. Fox won't show abortion survivors Super Bowl ad, but okays drag queen commercial. So basically, there's this abortion advert where it shows like abortion survivors, and it's a 30-second commercial to make people like think about it before they abort. They do that, and then like instead they replaced it with 2 drag queens eating hummus, and the guy's like, oh, I can't fit my helmet over my wig.
Because drag queens have become the new, like ever since RuPaul's Drag Race, it's like they've hit the ground running, do you know what I mean? And shows like Pose and stuff like that. It's like opened, like people love what they're seeing in that sense, do you know what I mean? So it's becoming the norm, but where for abortions, people don't want to talk about like abortions.
Seriously.
No one wants to talk about that, do you know what I mean?
But no one wants to see this neither. And this is what I'm talking about. Feminism is being taken over by men pretending to be women. Because I'm sorry, there's loads of actresses that look very questionable that are stealing female roles. Don't tell me they're not drag queens or trannies, because look at them. So I'm going to take out some pictures and everyone's going to know what I'm talking about. I'm just like, this is unfair, mate. And I don't know. I feel like that was an important message that got replaced with something to just make people a bit like happy when life, I don't know.
I think it's honestly because RuPaul's Drag Race has become so huge, so now everyone wants to see it everywhere they go.
Yeah.
So, but I think with the abortion, people just don't want to talk about abortions. Do you know what I mean? No one wants to know about these the babies dying and things like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was the right thing to replace it with. I think that's a bit weird.
It's a weird.
It's very weird. And then what was the point of them making an ad if they were going to do that in the first place?
Yeah. Probably trying to advertise the next season that's coming up. Like.
No, they're not. It's just about. It's literally. What was it? I think it's about hummus. Because when I watched the advert, it looked like they were just talking about hummus. So I think it's a bit. And to go with this weird like advert that they had, j.lo was wearing animal fur. When I'm just talking about tortured animals, so there's a petition that you can sign against j.lo, and people just thought it was a poor performance from her.
It was poor from her. I love Shakira's bit of it. Like Shakira really, she gave me the flavor.
Did you watch it though?
Just little clips. I liked the bit with her door, but then I didn't like all the kids being in cages. I thought that confused me a bit. Like,
if you watch the whole thing, man, that thing was actually messed up. I wrote notes like, what? That thing was actually so messed up, yeah. So, tortured animal fur, yeah, got that. Ohio minister plans to lawsuit j.lo because she's all over like looking, you know, just disgusting. She shows her butt and her kids in a cage.
Yeah, kids in a cage. Like most other parents will be put onto childline. Like so, I'm not gonna say privilege, but.
I don't know, it was so weird. And then like it starts off with Shakira in a red dress, which reminds me and probably most people of The Matrix, like distraction, girl in a red dress, you know. And this it was all fiery, and it was like okay. Then they're just staying in this circle.
Maybe it's like based on the Hunger Games.
Let me describe the whole thing. Then they're in a circle.
Hunger Games.
With fire inside.
Hunger Games.
Then j.lo, because she's quite flexible and she's quite healthy, she climbs up a stripper pole, puts her arms out like Jesus, and goes round in a circle with loads of people dropping on the floor. Like there's like, I don't know. It's just like, it was messed up, okay?
Maybe it's supposed to be interpreted. You know how like you have ballet and you got the...
She climbed up a stripper pole, put her arms out like she's Jesus. I'm sorry, it was blatant. It was literally so blatant. Like I can't even deal. No wonder people were angry about this. Like, what's it? NFL Super Bowl halftime show, a filthy display of highly sexualized crotch grabbing and pole dancing by barely dressed Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. And another question is, why they're not even relevant?
Yeah, you're right. I feel
like they're singing old classics.
But did you see Demi Lovato doing the national anthem? And that was actually...
I didn't care about that neither.
You should have been like...
I couldn't care less about Jay. Look, there's the picture.
Okay, that is strange.
That's really strange. She's standing on the pole, top of the pole, like she's Jesus. In a circle, they stayed in that circle. And she got a kid in a cage. And then her kid's like singing from inside a cage. While she's got her butt out. I don't really like and if you search Shakira's old album cover, Oral Fixation, she's dressed as like Eve with the snake. Yeah, yikes. It's a bit weird, man. And all these things are just bringing like the truth to light, really. Because the fact that they even done this, I think more and more people are realising that this is strange.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm done, that's me.
So we've got women 21 is mauled to death by lions while working on their enclosure at a private game reserve in South Africa. Do you think that the animal should be shot dead once they've mauled like a human being? Or do you think like
they've had a taste of blood, so yeah.
They're always gonna have a taste of blood. That's in
not human blood.
That's in they're not sharks then. Like they don't smell like, do you know what I mean? The thing is
they'll come back. Once they have a taste of human blood, they'll keep coming back.
They have a taste of blood as it is, like.
No, animal blood, not humans. They don't go around.
They're not sharks. These guys are like lions. I feel like shooting them dead is pointless. Like that's what they're born. That's what animals do. Like that's what lions were born to do.
I don't know, man.
Nah, man.
Oh yeah, there's another story here. Kobe Bryant. He had an occultic magic book that's like surging in popularity now that he's dead.
Yikes.
Yeah, to go with j.lo and Shakira's performance.
Man, wait, did they even do the tribute? Like, I kept reading in the comments that they didn't even do the Kobe tribute. So, tribute?
They did like a feminist sign thing on the floor with like loads of dots. I don't know with the kids in cages. So I don't know what that was.
Was that the Kobe Bryant thing?
Maybe they.
Maybe it was a Jeffrey Epstein tribute.
I just want to know what they mean by the kids in cages, because they said all the world at the start. She said all the world's unite or something like that.
And then
they got kids in cages. I'm like, what are you trying to say? Are you going to put kids in cages? Like, mate, people need to wake up, man. What they mean?
Mate.
You've got her own daughter in there.
Like, mommy!
It's like, just sing! I'm shaking my booty.
But saying that, I think her daughter sings better than her. Like, I was, woo! Well done, little girl.
Yeah, but can she dance better?
Who cares, the kid? Like, she was in a cage, what's she supposed to
do? Salsa dancing whilst her daughter's in a cage and all these other kids that she probably stole.
Borrowed.
So where did she get these kids? That's the question. Why are they in cages? Mate, I don't know, man. That's messed up. Oh yeah, what other stories have I got here? Okay. So there's a petition out there where parents are demanding that Sesame Street drop their show with a drag queen character that's joining it.
Where they've got a drag queen character, they're having the guy come on.
Parents around the country are outraged by Sesame Street's decision to push a drag queens on children. The long-running children's program is one of the latest mainstream institutions to try to sexualize children using drag queens. So they're going to put drag queens in the show, basically, I think. The children's program.
Are they gonna, you know how they have like the celeb that comes in and they spend the day with the celeb? Is it gonna be like that?
Yeah, that's what
Billy Porter's not a drag queen, but
the children program just announced that LGBT drag queen activist Billy Porter is to feature on an episode of this year's wearing a gender-bending tuxedo gown. And yeah, I don't think little boys should be trying to pretend they're chicks because that is sexualizing them.
I don't know, man.
Because like, if you're a little child and you're pretending, like, women are for men sort of thing. So if you're gonna dress as a woman, you're sexualizing yourself. If you're a little boy, that's a bit like, that is odd. Why would you put that on Sesame Street? Why you ruin Sesame Street for me, man? They're little puppets.
Just don't get the correlation.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, this is bizarre, man. And like, yeah, gender dysphoria, that's like, certain people have it. You're trying to make every child at home have it, like an issue.
Right.
Right, I don't understand that at all. So yeah, sign a petition, it's on our fan page. And also, here's another story. Now we are being asked to call our pets companions, but should we?
No, they're called pets. Yeah, okay. And the pet's gonna know the difference between commissioner, what is it, companion and pet? All it hears is rah, 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 rah. You know, like Charlie Brown, like rah, 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 when the teacher's talking. That's all the old dog hears. Like,
I'm just like, what pervert wants to call their dog companion? Like, what is coming up next? Is bestiality next?
Yes.
Like, what is going on?
Yes.
Mate, that is messed up. Like, who said this? Like, why? How is it offensive to call a dog a pet? Like, that's so dumb. Like, the dog's gonna be
being
like,
disrespectful.
like, when you're like,
come
here and pet, and it's like, what did you just call me? I'm a companion. Like, they ain't freaking Scooby Doo. Like, they don't care.
Exactly. Roll, like.
What did you say? No. Oh my days. Women before feminism. So Miss Newkirk compared calling animals pets to the treatment of women before feminism. When women were banned from owning property and patronizingly called sweetie or honey to make them seem less of a person, the 70-year-old activist from Surrey, why Surrey? Oh my days, Surrey added, animals are not pets. They are not your cheap burglar alarm or something which allows you to go out for a walk. They are not ours as decoration or toys. They are living beings.
Busybody.
What? Look at a woman's face. Like, I have nothing to do with my life. Like, this is where feminism just goes wrong. Like, I get what feminism is, but this is when it just goes wrong. Like, what the heck?
I just think, like, just like every group, you just have some dumb.
Like, oh, patronisingly called sweetie or honey. Oh my days.
They don't speak English, love. Like,
man, the other day I went McDonald's. The woman that worked there at the till was like, "Hey, sweetie, I got you McDonald's." I was like, "Oh, that's nice." I wasn't like, "Oh, how dare you patronise me? Call me sweetie."
Got a chip on your shoulder, like.
Oh my days. Some people are so uptight and have nothing to do. I'm just thinking, is this going to be a doorway to something weird? Is it going to be
Everything's a doorway to something weird.
Because you got like the people that wear costumes and all that.
Masons.
No, costumes. You know, like costumes.
Oh, fuzzies.
Yeah, fuzzies. You got that weirdness. It's gonna. What's next?
I should not know about this.
You're gonna want to marry your pet next. Like, what is going on? That's so weird. Ugh. God, why would you even suggest that? I don't even understand. Like, was that? Oh my days! People showed up to this. Like, there's actually people that came out.
She wants to just there by herself.
I did not want anyone else to be involved in this. Like, what?
They brought signs.
Oh my days! Hopefully, it's just like 10 people because I'm like, how? What the heck? Who cares if they're called pets or not? These people must all date their pets.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to cut to some music and then we'll be back. Woo, go, that was Go Get Your Blessing. Praise the Lord, we are back. True That is back with your host, Dee and
Kaya.
Yay! We are going to be back every Sunday, 3 to 5, bringing you news, Christian news, and Dee Kaya's playlist.
Yeah.
Now, today's topic that we're going to talk about, just before we finish, is whether being a fan of these influencers is the same as being worshipping idols. Yeah.
Why me? Like, so yeah, I guess it is in a sense because we do become like kind of obsessed. Like if you like to a point where someone's talking about your favorite celebrity and you start getting heated and actually angry, like you know the person, like. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people like to point in their favourite football team and they get so heated. Do you think that's like a difference between like passion and that's idol? Like, do you feel like that's idolizing?
Yeah.
Like, if you're really rooting for your football team or something.
I feel like the way people get really crazy and like start being like, oh, passing out when they see this person they never met or crying over their deaths and being like, oh, like drawing on walls and stuff, like to
drawing on walls.
In memory of this
What were
person
you
that
doing
they've never met. Like, you know what I mean? Like people go overboard and like, oh yeah, I got some scripture as well. Let's see. It says in the Bible, "Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up an image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your God." I think the Bible pretty much speaks on that and it says, do not do it, basically. Do not worship images and all these things. Like, you do have images
on
like
Instagram,
posters.
yeah, when you go through your Instagram and they're double liking, like, got like for ages, do you know what I mean? Following a certain.
Yeah, and like, all these like false gods in the past, like, I've forgotten what they're called, iniquity gods or something like that. Like,
Or like Egyptian gods and all
yeah,
that,
like Odin, all these different things. Like, it's kind of it's like characteristics of nature and what people see in themselves. So like even when we like do likes and things like that, you're kind of getting like worship. You're becoming your own idol because you're getting self-worship sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even like when I was younger, I used to have a poster of like certain celebs on the wall and things like that. So I feel like it's definitely crossing the line when you worship these influencers or follow these influencers online or whatever you follow them on. Oh yeah, and also there's more weird things as well, like Gwyneth Paltrow candle, like that's kind of like anyone who buys that is definitely idol worshipping. If you like Gwyneth Paltrow so much that you're buying like a vagina smelling candle or from her, that's crazy.
Then yeah, I need to get into business quick, like.
Exactly. Oh my days. And yeah, I feel like these influences definitely shape our reality and our minds as well.
Well, everything shapes our realities and our minds, especially like our news and our media, because do you know that like scare factoring does take a huge place in it, and I really feel like they obviously want the nation to go a certain type of way, so whoever's in charge is able to easily do that, and they're able to do that as well using your influencers at the same time. Like if your favorite rapper is telling you this, telling you that, it starts to slowly change your mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you respect them, but.
I think they're
getting paid just to. That's one thing that a whistleblower was saying, is that they get paid for this stuff just to type a certain type of way. Someone will tell them, oh, say this in your post. They'll give them loads of money for that. But they're just bit by bit they're changing it as propaganda, and that's what everyone already knows that, but no one really cares.
And it's even stranger as well because, like, in America especially, some of these celebrities are bigger than the politicians. They'll be giving their say to the president. Like, even with the Prime Minister in England, like, you got, what's his name, Stormzy, side by side. Like, they need to get promotion from these influencers because they influence the voters, which are the big public,
Yes.
So I feel like, I feel like I used to be like a supporter of like following celebrities and going to premieres and screaming outside the premieres.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, pretty pathetic.
Harry Potter.
We were pathetic, and I didn't even like Harry Potter.
I didn't notice it.
But like, yeah, so these celebrity statuses, it puts them on a higher level when you are treating them like, you're treating them like gods. So I feel like if you're following a celebrity, don't like worship them, don't love them, don't realise you don't know them. And you don't know who they really are. So I just feel like, I just think the Bible definitely hits nail on the head. Just don't worship these images and all these things, false idols. But yeah, that's our take on that. I can't even say it. Idolatry. Yeah, but then when I say it, says that sounds like adultery.
Yeah, that's the point.
Idolatry.
That sounds a little bit better.
Idolatry.
You know what? We'll find out from Google next week. Tune in to find out how you pronounce idolatry.
Idolatry. Anyway, we'll be back on Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. And God bless you all, and we'll see you next week.